Welcome to the 2-Minute Drill. Eric Allen inside the BetMGM studio, and I'm joined as always by Anthony Becht. Anthony, the Jets drop a 27-17 decision to the Buffalo Bills in their season opener. It's hard when you play any opponent and fall behind by 21 points out of the gate.
Yeah, you're right. It's extremely hard. You have to be able to start games fast. We talked about this heading into the game, is that, the Jets had to have fine continuity. We expected to see a little more in the run game with the new offensive line, show their physicality up front, and establish that to give Sam Darnold an opportunity to kind of have some opportunities down the field throwing the football. Again, when you fall down 21-0 and you punt really 3 and out the first couple series of the games, you put yourself behind the 8 ball, and in the NFL, it's hard to come back when you're down 3 touchdowns.
Josh Allen is a unique weapon because what he can do on the ground, but also through the air. And also on the positive side of the ledger, the Jets did come up with a couple takeaways, and Marcus May was all over the place. You can make the argument that was his best professional game. Yeah,
no question. He played fantastic in this football game. And you're right, there were turnovers in this game, certain points and scenarios where the team was given a chance if they could drum up some points on the offensive side. I think early on when you watch the defense, I think getting pressure to Josh Allen and making him uncomfortable was not there. And I expect this defense to bounce back, but there clearly was times in that game where they could have been in those right situations and made things better for themselves.
We've come to expect big games from Jamison Crowder, and again today he goes over 100 yards receiving at a 69-yard catch and run. What can the Jets, though, do on the outside for those guys Sam Darnold is playing with who are not named Jamison Crowder?
You're right. Jamison Crowder did have a fantastic game. I think we thought he was really in control and did whatever he wanted in this football game, especially later on when he made some big plays down the field. And, of course, the tight ends. You talk about outside. Well, Chris Herndon and some of those other players are going to have to be able to, be a bigger part of this offense. So, getting those guys to football early, making them feel like, they're engaged into that game and calling those plays in certain situations so that, you can build a little bit more of a momentum. So you got to be able to convert on third down. If you can't get the chains moving, guess what? You don't get another offensive play. So, not having the ability to do that in the football game really just doesn't create a lot of opportunities for players that are on the field.
You were a player. How quickly does this team have to turn the page? This is just one game, and you can't let this carry into next week.
Well, in New York City, everything gets compounded and piled on in a loss. So everybody knows that. But, when you're a pro and you're a player, it's just one game, like you said. You turn the page quickly. You learn from your mistakes. You got a week to figure it out, and you get better from it. So everybody has room to improve. But, getting a game under your belt is so key. No preseason, no off season. I mean, look, this is a moving, fluid situation, and I expect teams, not just the Jets, but everybody to be better in week 2. So I definitely see Sam and the crew playing and improving into next week's game.
Well said. Thanks, Anthony.